Hello, hello, my love. I hope this finds you doing so well. Yesterday, we talked about our physiology in this time of coronavirus, of COVID-19. We talked all about how to locate yourself, find yourself, ground yourself, center yourself in your perfect body so that you can support your nervous system getting into that tended, befriended, calm, safe, secure, parasympathetic place. This is of utmost importance because the state of your nervous system has so much to do with the state of your immune system. Overall, I want to encourage you to be gentle, kind, loving to yourself. Give a listen to the last episode, breathe it in, and know all is well. I have so many sweet gifts for you. Orienting exercises, grounding ones, meditations, playlists. Head on over to victoriaalbina.com/corona, CORONA, to see that list of downloads. Today, we're going to switch gears for a moment and we're going to talk about the cognitive part, about your thoughts. Remember, story follows state in terms of nervous systems. If your nervous system is freaking out, your thoughts will follow. And your thoughts, there's something to panic about, I'm freaking out, will inform your nervous system. It's a loop. And so you get to intervene on your own behalf by attending to your body, somatically, to check in with, connect with, and calm your body, and then attend to your mind. So, some points that I want to make sure to make are: 1, you don't have to know what you're thinking and feeling that's creating the swirls of energy in your body. You just get to get present to your body in this one moment, to breathe, to feel into being a human in a body in a time of collective discomfort, panic, anxiety. You don't need to be able to name your thinking, name your thoughts, name your feelings. You can just be there, beside them, your own most loving parent, your own best friend. 2, I was super unfocused, super distracted, super just not in myself at the beginning of this week. And that's okay. So I did some work first to allow the feelings, to not question them, but just to sit with them, in them. Remembering that our goal in this family is not ever fake positivity. That's BS. And we don't buy into that good vibes only business here. We don't lie to ourselves. The world has lied to us enough through our socialization, all of it. I won't get into it now. You know where I stand. We don't lie to ourselves, babies. We own what we're thinking and what we're feeling, and we give it so much love. 3, fear is normal right now. I want to say it again. Fear, worry, anxiety, stress are normal, and you don't need to push them away. That doesn't solve a thing. It doesn't serve you, my beauty. Feel it all, get present in your body, and then remember, life comes with suffering. And that's what is. Challenging though it is to feel all the challenging feelings, you get to feel them and not attempt to force your brain to just move on. So I recommend that you consider this thought. I am feeling XYZ. Put your feeling in there, and that's okay. So for example, I'm feeling anxious. There's a knot in my belly, and that's okay. I'm feeling activated and my thoughts are swirling and my body feels like it's vibrating, and that's okay. I'm worried about my friends, my family, my grandma, folks in rural settings who may not have access to care, the uninsured, the homeless, and that's okay. And it's all okay because it's what's happening. And once again, we do not emotionally or spiritually bypass in this family. We get real about the facts of our thoughts and the feelings they create. And the sweet and funny thing is, when we make and hold loving, accepting room for our emotions, our thoughts, the movement of energies in our body, instead of trying to push them away, we are so much better equipped to handle them by feeling all of it on purpose. And then we are less likely to buffer or to snap at our loved ones, to have our feelings come out sideways. We are less likely to get irritable and to get grumpy, and instead we just get real. I want to invite you to ask yourself, what are the feelings I'm having about this situation? The top most common feelings. From all of you who are emailing and DMing me, I'm hearing anxious, annoyed, worried. So I want to invite you to say out loud or in your mind, I feel anxious, and it's okay. I don't need to judge it. The more you can do this, particularly if you do so while breathing through your nose, in and out, while balancing on one foot, while connecting with your body, while dancing, while moving, running in place, pacing up and forth consciously, thoughtfully, intentionally, then the more you can make space to feel your feelings and the bigger your window of tolerance for that experience is. The truth, my darling, is that you can feel anything and you can survive it. Truly. Feelings are energy in your body, a vibration, and they come and go. The more we can relate to them first with awareness, by reporting the weather, by saying, I feel anxious, the more we can breathe into them to breathe them out. And this isn't easy. It isn't comfortable to sit in awareness and acceptance. And it's the only way through. Because I never want to encourage you to stop feeling your feelings. I'm encouraging you to get real with your humanness, real with the vibration on the planet right now, real with how it's all affecting you. I'm not here to encourage you to change your thoughts. And should you want to, you can begin to shift your experience of those thoughts and to decide what you want to do with them to help yourself, to not go into crisis mode, to not allow that worry to become terror in your life. In this time when there is precious little we can each do about all of this, other than staying home, focusing on sleep, rest, self-care, hydration, getting time in the sun or in nature if you can, and connecting with community and loved ones where possible, while also socially distancing. So, your monkey mind, that part of your brain that's tuning into the planetary energy, may want to do this, to focus on the situation at hand, the circumstance of the virus, and to feed you, to offer you the thought, remembering that just because you have a thought doesn't mean it's a fact or true or real or that you have to believe it. It's just an offering from your mind. And so the thought may be, oh my God, this is so effing terrifying. And that thought, oh my God, this is so effing terrifying, will lead you to feel more terror in your body, because of course it will. So your body responds because it loves you, and you feel terrified, revved up, out of control. The action you may take may be to obsess, to complain about it, to begin to spiral or spin in it, to put your focus on things that are out of your control, which frankly is so many things right now, my beautiful one. And the result is that you may feel hypervigilant, especially if you have a trauma history. And you may want to attempt to control everyone else and their hand washing, their coughing, their touching of surfaces. This sideways movement of energy doesn't serve you and may lead to a worsening of sleep, focus, reduced capacity. Remember what we talked about in the worrying episodes 43 and 44. When you're worrying, when you're focusing on feeling effing terrified, that is the action you are taking. And there's little room to do anything else because you're focused on worrying and ruminating and making things worse in your mind, which is normal and natural and doesn't serve you. Deep breath in. The question that I've used to guide me in this time and other moments of, let's call it, public health intensity, as a healthcare provider, as a public health nerd, and a coach being called on to help folks to regulate right now, is this question. How do I want to show up right now? For myself, for my people, for the world as a whole, how do I want to show up right now? Do I want to be another voice of panic? Or do I want to connect with my highest self and my deep capacity to find calm in any storm, even if only for 5 or 10 seconds at a time? This is how we regulate our nervous system and get back into energetic alignment. How do I want to show up right now? Even now, amidst all the everything, you do get to choose. Which again doesn't mean faking it or lying to yourself or pretending you're not scared. You get to choose the energy you want to channel each moment, holding loving space for the freak out and the calm side by side. So I have chosen to feel thoughtful. And that's why I canceled in-person events to continue to be a good steward of the public health right now. Thoughtful. So I check in with people I love and strangers on the internet. Thoughtful. So I regulate my nervous system, manage my mind, soothe my inner child to help me get more sleep, more rest, to be loving and gentle and kind to the people in my life, to remember to take my herbs and supplements, to hydrate, to moisturize, to eat well. Thoughtful, so I can keep the one thing I have direct influence over, my own mind, body, and spirit, as healthful as well as possible. So I have the best chance at being one less person needing medical attention in these days and weeks to come. Thoughtful. So let's put this through the thought work protocol. And I like to write this out pen to paper because that kinesthetic movement and energy is important when we're working with our neuroplasticity to change our habitual thoughts and instead to choose an intentional thought for our lives. So the C line, the circumstance here, is the virus. That is a neutral thing. It is a fact. And the thought I want to choose is, I get to choose how I want to show up right now, and I get to do my best each moment to live into it, while holding space and love for my own humanity and my own reactions. Feeling that this thought produces in my body, when I feel into it, I get to choose how I want to show up. That feeling in my body, it's a lightness in my chest. It's like a flow through my body. It feels good. And it's thoughtful. The action I take when I'm in that lovingly thoughtful place, those actions are so different from the ones I take from panic, terror, fear, and worry. Remembering that we take action based on the feelings in our body, that movement of energy, that vibration created by our thoughts in reaction to a neutral circumstance. When I'm focusing on the energetic vibration of thoughtfulness in my body, I am loving with my family, friends, partner, neighbors. I am loving with myself. I smile at strangers on the street. I make eye contact. I check in with folks. I allow myself to rest and sleep and watch silly TV and listen to music and move my body with love and care. I am able to hold space to get present with myself and in my body. I don't find myself future tripping as much. Instead, I cook, I clean, I take a bath, and I do all of this with a thoughtful energy, not a rushed or panicked energy. Thoughtful. Breathe it in and out. From thoughtfulness and loving, I hold those sick and suffering with tenderness in my heart. From thoughtful, I send love and a Venmo to my friends who are service workers who are missing out on tips and payments right now. From thoughtful energy, I send love to the single people who may be feeling isolated or lonely, to the single parents who may be dealing with school closing, trying to work with kids on their hands. From thoughtful, I send love to the differently abled folks and folks with autoimmune issues or chemo-induced immune compromise who may be feeling even more panic right now than I could ever imagine. From thoughtful, I send love and care and healing energy to all of creation, to the planet, to humanity. From that thoughtful, loving energy, I am holding and breathing into my body with the thought, I get to choose how I want to show up right now. See how much better that feels than panic or terror or worry. Thoughtful, loving, kind, generous. This is what it means to live with intention, and this is the process, the protocol, to help you get to there. Take a deep breath and visualize your most intentional self. And do what you can each and every day to live into being that person. Give that version of you some love and care, and give the less aligned, worrying version of you love too. Consider breathing in to choosing the vibration of thoughtfulness today, and see how that feels. Okay, that's it from me today, my beauties. I love you all. All will be what it will be. You have the tools you need to attend to your body and your mind. Remember that humanity has lived through so many epidemics, pandemics, plagues, wars, inquisitions before. Yes, this is novel. Yes, it is new. And it is. Bringing more stress and worry and terror into your own life and your body right now won't change anything for humanity, but it will negatively impact you. Your immune system is downregulated when you're worried, when you're in sympathetic activation or dorsal ventral collapse. So, call a friend, pet an animal, talk to a tree or a plant. Regulate yourself and co-regulate with someone else when you can. And you can do that by asking someone to breathe with you or to chat with you. And I'll invite you to come breathe with us live this coming Monday, March 16th at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And you can sign up for that on my website, victoriaalbina.com/corona. And I'll send a recording out to those who can't join us live. And I will, of course, take a moment to get some free exercises and supports gathered in one place for you on my website. Take a moment to get present in your body today. Take a moment to look at your thoughts with kindness and say, I feel X, and that's okay. It's a loving choice. Consider seeing if you can begin to shift your thinking for even 1 minute to release the terror and future tripping and worry, and to get present, to get thoughtful. Thank you for joining me, my beauty. Be well, and remember, you are safe. You are held, you are loved. And when one of us heals, we help heal the world. Talk to you soon.